Good morning, Chair Hasid, members of the board. Everyone has been admitted from the waiting room and we are recording.
Thank you. It is 10:04 a.m. and this meeting of the Agricultural Labor Board is called to order. The first go need to take a starting participation. Board Member Broad. Okay. Board Member Broad raises his hand. Board Member Flores.
Present.
Board Member Hall.
Present.
Board Member Lightstone.
Present.
Per amendments to the government code regarding the ability for participants to participate remotely and count towards a quorum for purposes of having a meeting, we will take separate votes as we have two board members, myself included, who are requesting permission by the board to participate remotely. For myself, I'm requesting this for recovery from a medical procedure pursuant to doctor's recommendations. So we'll go through the vote. Actually, well,
I'd like to move.
Okay.
Second.
Thank you. Although I will not be voting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for letting me participate. Motion passes and I'm allowed, and my accommodation has been approved. Our next item will be to make a similar request for Board Member Broad.
I'd like to move.
I will.
Second.
Okay. Member Flores beat me to it. She will second. And let's pause one moment. Board Member Broad, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Yes, I'm sorry. It's a little bit hectic here. I need this accommodation because I'm just post-operative from surgery and I really am not ambulatory yet.
Okay. All those in favor of approving this reasonable accommodation request, please say aye.
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 Motion's been approved. All right.
I should be recorded as not voting.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Next, we will have their approval of the most recent meeting minutes from last Wednesday, April, or 2 Wednesdays ago, excuse me, April 17th. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from April 17th?
So moved.
May I have a second? Oh, thank you, Member Hall. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The next item is the chair's report. I have a very brief update. I was able to attend a recent event with Acting Labor Secretary, U.S. Labor Secretary Julie Su at Boleto Vineyards in Santa Rosa, where the U.S. Department of Labor announced the final approved rule for the Farm Worker Protection Act, which the ALRB, as well as several other agencies, sent in or contributed to a comment letter by the California Labor Agency, and Board Member Flores was the lead participant for the board. And it is a great expansion of protections for H-2A workers, and that they decided to honor that and celebrate that final approved rule here in California. And it's a very, very fun event, and nice to see so many of our federal and state partners at that. So thank you, Member Flores, for your contribution. I know that was a lot of work. And yeah, we'll see. There's I'll be sending some more information about the rule and some materials that the U.S. Department of Labor put out regarding that. And that concludes the chair's report. Next is our executive. Oh wait, do we have that on the agenda today? My apologies.
I'll jump in, Chair Hussey, to say that it is on the agenda. However, I got my wires crossed with it being a special meeting, so I did not prepare a report for today. I'll be prepared on Wednesday to deliver that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We do not have a litigation report, a general counsel's report, or Division of Administrative Service report, or legislative report. Do we have a regulations report? I'll look to Todd.
We do not have a regulations report at this time. I'll defer if Ralph or Barry want to add anything. The public comment period closed last Monday, April 22nd, and we received about a half dozen comments, all of which are available on the website, and we are reviewing those now.
Okay, thank you. Was there any deadline on when we need to respond to those comments or issue if we want to make any changes?
There are no deadlines in terms of when modifications, if any, will be or must be prepared. But we are reviewing everything, and then any modifications to the proposals that are made will be renoticed for public comment.
All right, great. Thank you. The next agenda item is our public comment. Requested to make comment ahead of the meeting. Our executive secretary will call on you first, and for those that have not requested ahead of the meeting, you may do so now, one of several ways, by using the Zoom either raise hand function or putting a message in the chat. And please say your name and organization if applicable. And please refrain from making any substantive comments in the chat. And as always, the board is unable to discuss or respond to any pending case matters in public comment. Santiago, do we have anyone wishing to make public comment?
No one has indicated a wish to do so. Invite our member of the public that's with us to provide public comment if he wishes. Otherwise, we'll stand by.
Okay, good to see you, Brian. Well, thank you. And with that, we will reset. The board will now recess into closed session. Thank you.
Okay, we are recording.
Good afternoon. It is 2:50 p.m. and the board has returned from closed session. Our next agenda item is announcements. Our next board meeting is Wednesday, May 1st at 10 a.m. And with that, at 2:51, the today's board meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.